So this room wasn't always like this. This actually used to be my parents', you know, that dining slash living room that nobody uses? It's used more for like, I don't know, decor and like just looking nice. You know, you got the couches that nobody's allowed to sit on, or the dining table that nobody's allowed to like eat on. It's just there. And turn this into an actual working studio for like my videography, photography, and just a nice like comfortable setup for editing and just hanging out. Like if I'm hanging out with friends or inviting somebody over, it just looks nice. I'm gonna just kick it here. So that was my goal with designing this studio. And I really was inspired by the mid-century modern theme. I actually follow this studio. I believe they're out of LA. They're called, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're called Honeymoon in LA. Give me a second, let me look it up real quick. Yeah, it's called Honeymoon in LA. And their entire studio is themed around the 60s like vibe. So people go there to like do music videos and filmmaking, like short films and stuff. And so I was super inspired by that theme. So the first thing that I bought was this red couch back here. Now, the first time I laid my eyes on this, I saw it on Target.com, and I thought it was the dopest looking couch. There was a couple of different like other colors, but red just stood out, and I was like, red's my favorite color. So that's what I went with. This was, when it first started, this room was completely empty. So it was the first thing that I bought. And then the second thing was this rug. Now this rug right here technically is not mid-century modern, but it still had those kind of like nice brown tones that the wood has in this room. And so I decided, and at the same time, rugs are super, super expensive. I was looking at a rug this size. It was about $300, $400, some of them even $500, $600. I went on Facebook Marketplace and I saw this person list it for like $120, and I was like, will you take 50? They're like, yeah, we're trying to get rid of it, so down. Got it for 50 bucks. This was the second piece of this room. Then the desk here and this desk, my main workstation for video editing and anything that has to do with photo, video stuff. I needed a lot of real estate, so I needed a lot of room. A lot of the desks that I looked at online, it was like 500 bucks for a small, tiny little desk. And I was like, I feel like I could build my own. So I YouTubed how to build a custom desk, and I learned how to stain and finish butcher block. This is actually a butcher block for what goes into a kitchen, and I decided to add the stand-up legs to this. So I bought the stand-up legs on Amazon, so this thing can lift and drop as needed. And then this one here is just some, you know, regular legs from Amazon. I want to say this whole setup ended up being right around $500, $600 for both. It was a little bit more labor, but it's worth it. It's beautiful. And now I have tons of room for all of my computer, camera gear, iPads, headphones, anything that you can really imagine, it fits on here. With the setup, I ended up kind of custom building my own computer over here, along with adding speakers, mixer, hard drives, keyboard, mouse, and then a couple of other random things in here. Were you gonna say something? So this whole process took about 5 days because I had to stain it, let it dry, cure it, and do a whole bunch of stuff. If you guys want me to do a tutorial on that at some point, let me know. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Leave a comment down below. So after getting this done, I actually ended up getting these end tables. Super, super cheap. I went to the thrift store this time and I was like, let me see if I can find something that goes really well. And I went to the thrift store. They had both of these for 40 bucks. And so 20. You can tell it's like it's got character to it. It's an old piece. And then after that, I bought this coffee table along with the entertainment center. And this coffee table still, again, on a budget. So I actually went to a Bob's Furniture, and it was an outlet, and they had this in there because it was like, there's some kind of damage, like some random spot that you can't really see. Same thing with the entertainment like piece, they kind of go together. And so I ended up getting those for like, I want to say I got like both of them for less than 200 bucks. So that was a steal. I bought this little yellow chair that you saw me sitting on earlier at Marshall's, and it was like, I don't know, I want to say it was like 60 bucks or something. I want to say the most expensive piece of this whole entire room is the lights. So this used to be one of those like royal chandelier looking, and I was telling you like it was like a royal looking room in here. So I needed something that looked a little bit more modern. So I found this at Home Depot, and it was just like the perfect shape. It's just like so modern looking. And then the light over there actually matches it. I think I got that at Home Depot, and then I got this one at Ashley's Furniture. They were about like 200 bucks each, somewhere around there. I can't remember exactly, but these are the most expensive pieces of the room. And so, I don't know, but they're one of my favorites. It's just so cool looking. And then eventually I got a little bit of the artwork here. And then what's funny is I learned color theory when I learned color grading. And with color grading, you kind of learn the colors for interior design. So this color scheme that I chose was obviously based off of the mid-century modern vibe, but those 60s vibes, those colors, that's what ties all of this in here together. And then eventually I got my guitar, I got my amp here, and the guitar, I purposely chose these colors because of the color scheme. So they all kind of just work together. There's a couple of things in here that don't match the color scheme, but they're just fun stuff. That's what I wanted this studio to be about, was just to be fun, hang out and kick it and have a good time, whether it's with friends or professionally. So that wraps up the studio tour. So if you guys have any questions, leave a comment down below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. See you guys.